Hello there. How you guys doing? Anybody who's watching, I appreciate you all, man. Thank you. Because I'm trying to come back to YouTube one step at a time. And the main reason I'm starting to feel like coming back, I'll be honest with you, the past 9 days, my life has changed. Not business, not anything. It's a personal thing that I overcame. And I still don't trust myself, to be honest with you. Because I've been struggling with this demon for many years. You know, it's smoking weed. And I don't know, man. Through circumstances, thanks to God and all circumstances and everything going on, you know, I don't want to go into so much detail why I was able to quit this or whatever, but right now I'm 9 days sober from smoking weed. And I want to talk about it because it's something that I, kept hidden, and I thought I could do it on the side and still do my business, but I came to the realization that, it was sabotaging me, my life, my social circles, my business, my relationships, everything. It was ruining me big time. And ever since I quit this weed, I'm just going to drive and talk about this topic because I just want to get it off my chest. I mean, I know 9 days is not a huge deal for a lot of people. They're like, 9 days, dude? But for me, I'll be honest with you, for the past couple years or whatnot, I was struggling with this. I'm not perfect. I still drink. I got issues. But out of my biggest issue was smoking weed. And for whatever reason, I just could not quit, man. I had this issue many years ago, and I quit for like 7 years. And then while I was a full-time in the market, like in 2014-ish, at a party, I smoked again. But it wasn't a problem until like 2016, and ever since 2016, 17, 18, 19, that's almost 4 years. I'm embarrassed. I started smoking weed it started from once a week, once a month to once a week on parties only, to eventually once a day, to at the worst it was morning till night. It was ridiculous. My health got ruined, my life got ruined, my businesses started slowing down. I started spending more time, energy and resources, everything, my focus on smoking weed, than on my business. And I started to see my peers, move on forward while I was falling back. And, tomorrow's 420. And if you smoke weed, you know what it is, man. It's like the holiday. It's like the Christmas of smoking weed. Everyone gets high and whatever. But I'm doing this video right now just to make sure, I want to overcome tomorrow as well. That would be my 10th day. And I know if I can overcome 420, don't smoke weed tomorrow, then it's going to help me a lot for the long run. Because basically, I've been wasting my life, man. I'm telling you my failure story right now. I failed for 3 years, man. A lot of people don't talk about it because it's embarrassing. It's shameful to talk about your addictions. But you know what? I'm going to talk about it because I'm blessed right now. I'm grateful for right now to be free from smoking weed, even for 9 days. It might not be a lot for you, but for me, that's a miracle in itself. To be free from smoking weed, man. To wake up, just go eat breakfast and go right to work. It's not like I wake up, I have to smoke weed, then eat breakfast. Smoke weed and do work. It used to be like that in the pattern, So for those of you who are struggling through smoking weed or any addiction, I just want to let you know, man, I know what you're going through. And I know you believe it's impossible. Because I used to think for 3 years, man, it was impossible for me. But after 9 days right now sober, I just wanted to be a testimony to you that you can do it, man. And I guarantee you, I probably smoke more weed than all you guys watching this, anybody watching this, because I have freedom. I don't have to go to a job. You know, I literally smoke. It was like my full-time job, part-time job almost. But I just want to let you know, man. I wish I could. You know, I hope it's an encouragement video to anybody out there who smoke weed. And I'm not judging you. You know, if you're high right now watching me, it's okay. I'm not judging you. Because I used to watch how to quit weed videos while high too. And it would not help. Like, for whatever reason, I could not quit. And, but I'm not saying like I was able to quit. How? I don't know how. I think like God, universe, whatever you call it, has his own timing for you. Like for me, I'm not going to all the details, but literally situations, things occurred in my life, and I started seeing things, and I just experienced fear to the point I said, you know what? I don't want to live like this anymore, man. It's only leading me to death. It's only leading me to destruction. It finally woke me up. Like for me, what worked was fear. Sometimes people, like Tony Robbins says, sometimes people are led by inspiration or desperation. And I was at a situation in my life just recently where I was feeling that desperation, like just fear, to the point I said, I cannot go this path anymore, man. Because if I do, it's like it's gonna literally kill me. You know, like just lead me to the worst of the worst, and you know, and it's gonna be a dead end. You know, while I go to this dead end road right now, I'm gonna do a U-turn and just start drive around. But you know what I mean? So that's where I was at in my life, man. And I just want to do this video, man. I'm 9 days sober right now. Tomorrow's 420, and I want to encourage anybody before 420, man. You know, whatever happens, I'm not here to judge, because I've been there. I've probably been worse than you all. Okay, I'm talking at my worst. I went from morning to night, every single, almost 2 hours. Wherever I went, to the mountains, wherever. I don't want to go too much into detail, but I'm just so lucky right now that I can't even believe I can't even believe I'm 9 days sober, you know? And after experiencing this freedom, I just want to do this video to hopefully even touch maybe one person out there, you know, going through the same situation. And you may think what I thought for all these years, like, dude, I don't think that I can quit this, man. No matter what I do, no matter how much willpower I try to use, I'm not able to quit this. You know, I'm not able to quit this. But I'm telling you, man, I don't even know what to say. Like, it is possible, dude. But I think my only advice is, like, you gotta use whatever works for you. Is it inspiration or is it desperation? You know yourself, right? You look at the past, the things you overcame in the past. What really made you overcome and get to the next level? Like for me, you know, I used to work at a convenience store, broke, right? But I went from that to eventually, you know, I was able to bounce back from working at a convenience store to build my own online business. How did I do that? It was having myself, you know, put up against the wall. And that's when I fought back and I won. And so for me, what works for me is like fear. So like my only advice, instead of me giving you advice, is just understanding to others out there who go through this stuff, like overcome it. And ever since I overcame it, I feel like I'm going back to my old better self. You know, when I used to do YouTube videos, when I used to not be so paranoid about what other people thought of me. You know, one of the reasons I stopped doing YouTube and I started isolating myself from the whole world, not even logging on Facebook and checking out people out there, just being like an isolated person. Like, I'm starting to take that one step at a time and embrace life. You know, I used to hide away from life. I used to, you know, not want to interact with anybody. I used to, I used to like, I cut off, old friendships, just, and that's all from me smoking weed. I'm not saying weed is bad. If you need it for medicine, for whatever purposes, then so be it. But for me, it was slowly but surely sabotaging and destructing my life. And as a fellow internet marketer, entrepreneurs out there, I'm sure there's some benefits to it. It's fun, you relax. Sometimes you feel more creative. To be honest with you, you think more outside the box. But to me, overall, it was slowing me down big time. I started getting real paranoid, overthinking so much, getting really self-conscious to the 10th degree, instead of just being carefree like my normal self and doing what I'm supposed to do. So I just want to share this because and to be honest, I don't even know if how long I'm gonna last. Hopefully, I'm gonna be cool for the long term. But I just want to do this video as a documenting my journey. Like Gary Vee says, document your journey. And this is another advice, encouragement to you. If you're doing your own thing, building an online business, a lot of times we're so focused on trying to be the best, trying to compete with other people who are making so much money online or per se. And no, don't worry about that. Focus on you. Focus on documenting the journey, whether it's good or bad, and that's how you can do it, man. And just embrace. After I quit weed, it's like now I'm more willing to embrace life, embrace people, embrace the light over darkness. And I don't know why, no matter how much I loved weed back in the days, I didn't want to embrace the light. And that's the benefit I've learned from these 9 days of being sober. And I just want to share with you, you can do it too. Okay, I gotta go right now, but thanks for watching this video. And I want to encourage you, you can do it as well, you can do it. You can do it, whatever addiction it is, one step at a time. And it definitely has its benefits. I'm seeing the benefits already. It's only been 9 days, but I'm going to take it one step at a time. Sure, I may fail. I may fall back, but you know what? And the crazy thing is, after, it wasn't that difficult, for me. It was just the first decision was the most difficult thing, to quit. But I was led to quit because, fear really worked on me. So try to figure out what works for you to change, and then try to implement it to your life to overcome whatever addiction it is, whether it's weed or whatever addictions that you go through. Okay, again, I'm not perfect, man. I'm still got issues, man. But this was the biggest demon that I recently overcame, and I'm just very happy right now. And I'm ready to embrace life one step at a time. And I hope I can encourage you to do it as well. Even though if you fell back, don't fret. You may have had a business that succeeded and now you fell back. Don't fret. You can come back. Okay? And that's all I got to say, man. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Cheers.